Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, children, guests of honors. My name is Geeti Farahi, and I'm honored to be the Assistant Dean for the Unitech College BSN program at Kauya Health. Today, we are here together to celebrate the achievement of our graduates together. I would like you to join me to welcome our students as they walk in. You're welcome to stand up and give them a round of applause. This is our first graduating cohort. This is our inaugural cohort. We are very proud of them. Please give them a round of applause as they are walking to the stage. One more time, would you all rise and join me as the honor the nation with the play our national anthem. Thank you. Please take your seat. Welcome again to the inaugural graduation and pinning ceremony honoring the first graduating cohort of Kauya Health's nursing education pathway powered by Unitech College. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce the Kauya Health leadership team. Mark Mertz, Chief Executive Officer, Scott Baker, Interim Chief Nursing Officer, and Diana Cox, Chief Human Resource Officer. Each will share a few insights, inspiration, and encouragement with our graduate class today. Mark, please come to the stage or to the podium.
All right. Good evening. It's my privilege to serve as the Chief Executive Officer at Kauya Health. This is a really exciting night. We've been dreaming about this evening for many years, and so it's the culmination of a lot of work, mostly so for the folks we have up here on the stage, but it's great to be here tonight. It's great to see so many friends and family. Before I share some remarks, I did want to recognize a few special guests that we have here tonight. From Congressman Jim Costa's office, Dean Sepulveda. I saw up here front. Daniel, thank you for coming. Rick Estienne, Los Angeles, from State Senator Stephen Grove's office. For Congressman Costa and Senator Shannon Grove are a huge supporter of Kauai Health and appreciate their presence here tonight. Vice Mayor and former Kauai Health employee Liz Wham. Here it is. And we're fortunate to have three of Kauai Health's board members with us tonight. Dr. Dean Levitan. So Dean. So maybe a two. Dave Francis, that's all right next to the Dave, the board card there. Okay, Tim Pyer, Employer Family Office of Education. Thank you, Tim. Okay. Well, on behalf of Kauai Health, it is a privilege to celebrate this inaugural graduating class and to welcome our partners from Unitech College and Unitech Burning, along with the families, faculty, and friends of our graduates. Tonight is all about the hard work and determination of our graduates. But it's also about what can happen when a health system and a college decide to solve the problem together. For more than 6 decades, Kauai Health has served the South Valley, caring for our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That commitment goes beyond the bedside. It means we must constantly invest in the people who deliver care. We are a community-owned health system, and part of our strength comes from caring for and growing our own. That is why this partnership with Unitech means so much. Unitech College, a division of Unitech Learning, brings deep expertise in healthcare and nursing education across its California campuses. Kauai Health brings a mission-driven community hospital that is willing to think differently about workforce development. Together, we created the Kauai Health Nursing Education Pathway, powered by Unitech, so that talented people from this region can live here, learn here, and work here as professional nurses. Tonight, you will hear more details about this program and the remarkable work these graduates have done to reach this moment tonight. What matters most for Kauai Health is what these new nurses represent. A new way of building our workforce from within, a new generation of nurses who understand this community because they are a part of it. They are stepping into a profession that demands resilience, compassion, and courage, and they have already proven that they have all three. To our board of directors, thank you for the vision and your commitment to investment in our people. To our partners at Unitech, thank you for your collaboration and for believing in what is possible when education and healthcare truly align. And to our graduates, thank you for trusting this new path and for choosing to begin or to continue your nursing career with Kauai Health and in this valley that we all call home. So on behalf of Kauai Health, congratulations to each of the graduating nurses and to their families. Our future is brighter because of you. Thank you.
Now we'll have his lead coming next.
Good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be here tonight to help recognize our 13 graduates. To our 13 graduates, your families, faculty, mentors, Kauai Health leadership, and the dedicated leaders and any staff at Unitech College, today is a celebration of courage, commitment, and possibility. We started this journey with Unitech College in 2020. Stay with me. Our first cohort began in March of 2023. These are typically 3-year programs resulting in a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. However, the group we are recognizing today had already completed their general education, coursework, and prerequisites So with starting in January of 2024, they were able to complete the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program in just 2 years, making them our first graduates, finishing ahead of our March and September 2023 cohorts, and future graduates enrolled that will graduate in 2027, 2028, and 2029. Cahuilla Health now has 160 employees in the Cahuilla Health Nursing Education Pathway powered by Unitech College. We are proud of our employees' response to this program and excited for this long-term workforce strategy, growing our own nurses from within our community and our organization. To the graduating nurses, this moment is yours. You earned it not just through exams and clinical hours, but through perseverance during constant change. You balanced work, school, family, and life. You showed up tired, uncertain, and stretched, and still showed up ready to learn, ready to care, and ready to lead. This program was not a traditional path. In many ways, we built the bridge while we were walking on it. Policies evolved, schedules shifted, expectations grew, and through every change you adapted. You didn't wait for perfect conditions, you moved forward anyway. That is resilience, and that is nursing. Cahuilla Health believed in something bold, that hospitals can do more than hire nurses, we can grow them. We can invest in our own people, create pathways where none existed, and lead the way for other health systems to follow. By building this program, Cahuilla Health didn't just educate nurses, it reimagined what workforce development can look like in healthcare. You graduates are living proof that vision works. You are not only soon-to-be registered nurses, you are pioneers. You helped shape a program that will open doors for those who come after you. Because of your success, future employees will look at Cahuilla Health and see opportunity, support, and a place where growth is possible. As you step forward into this next chapter, remember this. You already know how to lead through uncertainty. You already know how to adapt, advocate, and persevere. You learned it here during the challenges, changes, and the moments when quitting would have been easier. Carry that strength into your practice. Carry compassion to your patients, confidence into your decisions, and pride in the role you play within this organization and this community. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you for your trust in and your commitment to Cahuilla Health. You didn't just cross the bridge, you helped build it. And because of you, my new world will follow. So thank you, graduates, and thanks to all who have been involved in this tremendous vision. We applaud you. I would like to introduce now our interim chief nursing officer, Scott Victor.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. It is a profound honor to stand before you today. There is a specific kind of energy in the room that you can only find at an inaugural graduation. To be the first class means more than just being the first to finish. It means you're the pioneers of the program. You are the ones who set the standard, who navigated the unknown, and who proved that the vision of that partnership between Unitech and our community could become a reality. On behalf of the entire nursing leadership team at Cahuilla Health, I want to be the first to say, congratulations. You didn't just finish nursing school, you helped build a legacy. Nursing school is often described as a marathon, but those of us who have walked the path know it's more of an obstacle course. You spent countless hours mastering the science of pathophysiology, the precision of pharmacology, and the complex art of clinical judgment. But beyond the textbooks, you've learned the heart of nursing. You've learned how to hold a hand during a moment of fear, how to listen to what a patient is saying, and how to stay calm when the world around you might feel chaotic. Take a moment to look at your classmates. You supported each other through the long clinical days and the late night study sessions. The spirit of supporting one another is exactly what makes a great nurse and is exactly what we value at Cahuilla Health. Many of you will soon be walking through the doors, not as students, but as colleagues. As I've stepped into the interim chief nursing officer role, I've been focused on one thing: the excellence of care at the bedside. At Cahuilla Health, we aren't just a hospital, we are the safety net for our community. The people you will care for are your neighbors, your former teachers, and your friends. The transition from student to professional nurse is one of the most significant shifts in your life. It can feel daunting, but what I want you to know represents the future of healthcare in the Central Valley. My promise to you as your interim chief nursing officer is that we will provide guidance, mentorship, and leadership you need to grow from a new graduate RN into a clinical expert. In closing, I want to leave you with a thought. In nursing, people will often forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. As you start your career, hold on to the excitement you feel today. Bring that joy to the bedside. Treat every patient as if they were your own family, and treat your fellow nurses as your greatest allies. Welcome to the most trusted profession in the world. And to those of you joining us at Cahuilla Health, welcome home. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mark, Scott, and Dinah. Now I'd like to introduce you to our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Dr. Abdel Yusuf.
Good evening, everyone. I want to first thank the board members of Cahuilla Health and the Cahuilla Health executive leadership. I'm so impressed with the support you have for our graduates, the faculty, the staff, and everyone. So thank you for being here with us. And I want to say, 5 years ago, I visited with Ms. Dan talking about this as a concept, and today we have a graduation. So congratulations to everyone. I would like to take a moment to extend special gratitude to all of the families who are here to support our graduates. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting our students. This milestone represents a very special partnership between Cahuilla Health and Unitech College. Together, we established a new BSN program here in Visalia to help address the critical nursing workforce shortage needed for this community. Today marks a special proud moment as we celebrate our first graduating class from this program. It is my honor to address the faculty, the deans, and the team who made this possible and who supported our graduates to make their dream come true. So thank you for everyone. I would like, of course, to congratulate our graduates. Our graduates, so special group. I just learned a lot from you at the backstage. I learned 2 of you had children during the program and still continue to graduate. So congratulations. This is amazing. Your degree, which we confer and celebrate today, will take you to new places. As you leave here and begin the next chapter of your journey, you will be going out into a world that needs you more than ever. Your dedication, your commitment have prepared you to serve with the skills, integrity, and compassion. As a nurse myself for 33 years, I want to give you an advice to be always vigilant and always compassionate and advocate for your students, for your patients, and the community you serve. Let's move forward together in our shared commitment to a safer and healthier future. One patient, one family, one community at a time. I wish you all success. And now, I would like the graduates to stand, please. It is the moment that you've been waiting for. In recognition of your achievement, with a great pride, it is my pleasure and privilege, by the virtue of my authority as a Provost and Chief Academic Officer, to confer the degree. Congratulations on this achievement. Listen.
Thank you, Dr. Yusuf. Now I would like to take an opportunity to introduce the faculty and support staff that have been instrumental in ensuring your graduate success over the last few years. Please stand as I call your name. From Kuya Health, Jamie Morales, Director of Talent Acquisition. You get taller, just a second. Good. Kelly Pierce, Manager, Career Pathways and Narratives. Ernie Mosier, Director of Medical Surgery. Mara Lasser, Director of Clinical Education. Unitec College Leadership and Support Staff. Dawn Knapp, Executive Director, Partnership Success. J.H. Hespero, Associate Dean. She could not unfortunately be here today. Keith Woodman, Bakersfield Campus Director. Faculty and instructors. Kimberly Denise. Maria Trujillo. Sylvia Contreras. Daniel Grimaldi. Shad Elkin. Eileen Price. Janelle Tipton. And Charlie Reyes. Our simulation and skills lab, we have Melissa Diaz. About the support, student support. Maria Young, our NCLEX success specialist. Unfortunately, she could not be here as well. But the student, can you give her a round of applause? She was very certain, wasn't she? Yes. Tamara George, can't forget about her. Come on, round of applause. Yes. Stephen Tapia, Student Success Specialist. Marisa Villegas, Career Service Advisor. Daria Ames, Director of Admission. Mark Yanis, Admission Representative. Did I read the whole village's name? Yes, that's what it takes to bring them all here. So I'm glad we were able to all get together and support our students. At this time, we will be recognizing academic achievers who earned programmatic academic honors. All students with green colored honor cord, please stand. This group of students earned the academic honor of magna cum laude. This is awarded to candidates for earning a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89.
Thank you. UC congratulations.
All students with the white collar honor cord, please stand. This group of students earned the academic honor of cum laude. This is awarded to candidates for earning a cumulative grade average point of 3.5 to 3.69. Please be seated. Now, it is my honor to congratulate and award the BSN graduate who has earned a distinction of valedictorian and also has earned the recommendation of faculty for outstanding achievement in the program. Please help me by giving the round of applause to Isabella Soray Gonzalez.
You said it is. What?
Beautiful.
Lastly, it is my honor to congratulate and award the BSN graduate who has earned the distinction of salutatorian and has also earned the recommendation of the faculty for outstanding achievement in the program. Please help me giving a round of applause to Melissa Cisneros.
Congratulations.
At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Assistant Professor and Pediatric Manager at Kuya Health, Daniel Grimaldi, who will present the Character and Professional Award.
Our first award goes to the graduate who was selected for Best in Clinical upon recommendation from the faculty. The award for clinical excellence goes to Lyndon Jensen. Lyndon consistently displayed professionalism, kindness, and a strong work ethic. She was a productive, reliable team member who did not shy away from tasks or learning opportunities, even when the work was routine or less engaging. Her attitudes towards patient care and teamwork reflected genuine commitment and clinical maturity. Our next award is presented to the graduates who exemplify exceptional leadership, professionalism, enthusiasm, and dedication to the practice of nursing. Recipients demonstrate professionalism, initiative, and a strong commitment to advancing patient care and team collaboration. They consistently exhibit outstanding clinical competence, effective time management, and sound clinical judgment through the skilled application of the nursing process. In addition, recipients model leadership through mentorship, accountability, and communication that fosters trust and promotes positive outcomes within healthcare teams. In recognition of outstanding leadership and dedication to the profession of nursing, please join us in congratulating the recipient of the Leadership Award, Alexander Gamboa. Alexandra consistently demonstrated initiative and accountability. Alexandra is bright, she's on point, she's precise and proactive, taking all of her tasks seriously. The last one I'm going to award, it is my pleasure to present the Art of Caring Award to the graduate who by vote from the faculty follows an exceptional act and best displays the art of caring in nursing. Caring is what we do. It is the essence and the unifying focus of our nursing profession. The Art of Caring Award is special because it represents an intangible aspect of nursing that goes beyond nursing knowledge and skills, even beyond feelings of compassion to the very heart of nursing practice. Caring is more than just being nice. Caring is about developing a trusting relationship through respect, kindness, and complete acceptance of each patient. Transpersonal caring allows the nurse to go beyond physical appearance to reach the human center of each patient. The art of true caring transforms the routine nursing tasks into a healing environment for the patient. The art of caring is the ability of the nurse to mentally transform the inner self into a source of healing energy for the patient. The nurse creates a healing environment in which the patient wants to get better. The Florence Nightingale Art of Caring Award goes to Morgan Nixon. Morgan is thoughtful, caring, and genuinely cares for her patients, as well as each of her fellow students. Morgan tutored students on the side and willingly offered anything at all that might help a fellow student. Morgan easily took on the role of a mothering figure for a lot of them, which was incredibly endearing to watch. She has an incredibly caring demeanor, and we wholeheartedly vote for her for the Florence Nightingale Award. Now, please join me in welcoming our student spokesperson, Lyndon Jensen.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you for joining us tonight, not only as the graduating class of January 2026, but the first graduating class of the Unitech Kauai Health Bachelor's in Nursing Science program. Being part of the first graduating class meant facing obstacles and setting the standard for future cohorts, learning and growing together with each new session. If adaptability wasn't already on our resumes, it has rightfully earned its place. But while I could ramble on about our experience as the first graduating class, today is not about the challenges we faced, but rather celebrating our accomplishments. While I was navigating how to write this speech, my mind kept returning me to our very first meeting 2 years ago. Our introduction to one another consisted of such diverse backgrounds in both our past careers and life in general. As we progressed into the program, I believe that these differences became our greatest strengths. We were able to balance one another's knowledge in areas that others were not familiar with. I personally called several of them my clinical moms because of how they're able to quickly adapt to new situations and how they're able to help me with my own confidence and skill set. As the youngest member of the cohort, I've been observing my classmates who I already considered as a forever accomplished. They've been able to balance their families, work, and the formidable journey of being in an accelerated program such grace. Sorry. Whether they know it or not, I take the inspiration from each and every one of them. One of my main goals in my career is that others look up to me the same way I look up to all of them. Sorry, this is crazy. I'm the one so emotional. It's exciting. Growing up, I often feared what my future would look like. So many ideas of things I could do right or wrong, how my decisions will affect those around me. But something I've learned throughout this program was to treat this life like an adventure, up one hill then the next. I may wake up each morning not knowing exactly what lies ahead, but a quote from Rob Hewlett to come to mind. How exciting. How exciting it is that we've come this far. How exciting it is that we've obtained the skills and knowledge to care for the people of our communities. How exciting it is I have been able to graduate with such an amazing group of people that I'll be working so closely with. And to my classmates, how exciting is that we made it. While this may not be the last time some of us walk across the stage, for a degree, it's been such an honor being able to go through this with you all. And I don't think there's a better group of people that I can share on stage with tonight. I'm so grateful to my cohort for the friendships and memories that have been a result of this program. I am so proud of us, and I'm so excited to see what our future lies. Once again, I would like to thank everyone here tonight, family, friends, mentors, and everyone in between, for supporting us and believing in us. I would especially like to thank Kauai Health for their investment in us and making this program possible. We are honored to serve this community and to give back through the care we provide. Now, in celebration of our class, I would like to invite the crowd to join me for another round of applause. Again, ask Anne to back up the stage.
Thank you, Leonard. It was very inspiring speech. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now this is good. Chant, right? Good.
Next up, we should practice adjustable skirt to go down and up. Yeah. We will now be continuing our ceremony by presenting our graduate with the Bachelor of Science in Nursing diploma. In addition to their diplomas, the student also will receive special recognition certificate from the Congressman Jean Costa, Assemblywoman Alexandra Macedo, Senator Shannon Grove, and the Tulare County Board of Supervisors. Dr. Youssef, would you please join me to hand the diplomas? I will read out the name, and student, please come to Dr. Youssef will present you with the diploma. Marisol Andrade.
Melissa Cisneros.
Mirata Figueroa.
Alexandra Yangoa. Isabella Summer Gonzalez. Lindy Jensen. Alexandra Kennedy. Morgan Nixon. Madison Lee Pimetto. Leanne Souza. Anissa Law. Thank you, Dr. Yusuf. Congratulations to you all graduates. Now please stand. Graduates, the tassel before graduation, it symbolizes your time as a student. With the tassel is turned to the other side, we confirm your newfound status of graduate. Graduate, please turn your tassel from right side to left side. The devotion is now you're the graduate of class 2026. Thank you all. At this time, I would ask everyone to be seated as we would escort our graduates, and we have a quick intermission and prepare for the second part, which is our pinning ceremony. And see you in a few minutes. Student, please be seated. We will commence with our Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduate pinning ceremony. At this time, we will view a short video about the history of the pinning ceremony and Florence Mantilla. Turn around first video at the door.
Florence Nightingale was a pioneer of public health and the founder of modern nursing.
Because of Florence Nightingale, nursing is one of the most regulated and respected professions in the Netherlands.
Named after her city of birth, Florence, Italy, Florence Nightingale was born on May 12, 1820, into an upper-class British family.
As a woman of her time and her class, it would have been expected that she would marry, maintain a lovely home, and be a hostess. But Florence Nightingale had very different plans. Though at the time nursing is not a respected profession, Nightingale felt very called to become a nurse.
At age 24, Nightingale defied her parents' expectations to marry a suitable match and left England to study at the Kaiserswerth Hospital in Dusseldorf, Germany.
When she returned from Germany, she took a job as a nurse at a hospital in London, and she was eventually promoted after only a year to be head of nurses there.
She improved sanitary conditions so much that she garnered a reputation as a reformer and as an advocate for public health.
During the Crimean War, the British press made public the horrendous conditions of the wounded soldiers in Turkey. The army turned to Florence Nightingale for help.
Sidney Herbert, Secretary at War, reached out directly to Nightingale. When Nightingale and her band of nurses arrived at Scutari, the hospital in the Crimea, they were shocked at what they found.
The field hospitals were positioned on cesspools of putrid water, patients were lying in their filth. More soldiers were dying from infections than they were from wounds sustained on the battlefield.
Many of the reforms that Florence Nightingale instituted were quite revolutionary. Nightingale insisted that there were fresh air and water for all the soldiers, that recuperating soldiers received coffee feed to eat to help make them better, and that all of the bandages and sheets and blankets were adequately laundered each day.
By the time she was done, Florence Nightingale had succeeded in reducing the death rate within these military hospitals by 2/3.
Known as the Angel of the Crimea, Nightingale returned to England and received a hero's welcome, a medal from Queen Victoria, and a gift of $250,000. She devoted the rest of her life to effecting change in medical care.
In 1860, Florence Nightingale founded at St. Thomas' Hospital in London the Nightingale Training School for Nurses.
She was a pioneer in the use of cutting-edge statistical methods of the time to design hospitals and medical systems to maximize the health of the community at large.
This really helped her to make her message known to the parliamentarians and government agencies who would make important decisions about hospitals and healthcare.
In her later years, Nightingale was officially honored by Germany, France, Norway, and numerous prestigious British societies. She died at her London home on August 13, 1910.
The fact that we have a nursing profession today is in large part thanks to the work of Florence Nightingale.
Mark Twain is now
It's me, same person. Just had to take a pic. That was a graduation part. That's a good ceremony. They removed their gown. I removed my gown. Okay. Since 1860, it has been a tradition for the nursing school to celebrate the completion of the nursing program with the pen, lamp, and a pledge. The pin signifies the student have completed their nursing education. The lamp is a representation of Nightingale's rounds at night and her dedication to a patient in the field of nursing. The lighting of the lamp by the nursing instructors symbolize the knowledge that is passed from instructors to graduates. The pledge is a token of appreciation to the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale. At the completion of the nursing program, graduate takes an oath to devote themselves to the nursing profession. So now it's time for students or graduates to get pen, light the lamp, and recite their pledge. First, we would start with the pinning our graduates. Then the instructors will light the lamp and hand it to the graduates, And last, we would recite the pledge. I would like to invite Assistant Professor Maria Trujillo. I tried to practice it, still rather wrong. First time it was right. To come to the stage and assist the Kennedy ceremony. Thank you, Maria.
Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege and the honor to name each one of these students to get pinned, and I thank the program for that. So without further ado, I would like to call Marisol Andrade up to the front, and she is going to be pinned with her daughters, Sofia Rivas and Selena Rivas. Marisol thanks her family. Thank you for everything. Your love and support carry me to this moment. Vanessa Cisneros will be pinned by her fiance, Leo Jimenez. I would like to thank everyone who made this journey possible. To my family for understanding my chaotic schedule, to my preceptor for her guidance, to my friends for always checking in on me, to my classmates for being an incredible support system, and most of all, to my fiance for his unwavering support, endless patience, and constant words of encouragement. Miranda Figueroa will be pinned by her boyfriend, Alfredo Hernandez Cortez. I want to thank my family for always being there for me, even on the hardest days, and my boyfriend for supporting me, pushing me, and never letting me give up. I truly couldn't have done this without you. I also thank God for giving me the strength. Strength and guidance and faith throughout this journey. And to my classmates, thank you for the support, shared struggles, and memories that made this experience so meaningful. Alexandra Gamboa. Soon to the being pinned by her husband and daughter, Austin Gamboa and Carrie Gamboa. I would like to thank my family who made it possible for me to attend clinical work and anything else that popped up. I want to especially thank my husband for making it possible for me to focus on school. I can't thank him enough for making it possible. Isabella Celine Gonzalez will have my husband Josiah Velador. Thank you to my husband for holding everything together alongside this journey, for the late nights, early mornings, endless patience, and for believing in me even on the days I didn't believe in myself. Although I earned this degree, I definitely didn't accomplish it alone. Thank you to my babies for giving me the greatest motivation there. Thank you to my mom, dad, and sister for being my constant support system, for the encouragement, help, listening ears, and steady dates that lasted through the nights. I am blessed with an amazing family for standing by me through the hardest seasons and the biggest milestones. This journey wasn't easy, but it was all possible thanks to my village. Victor Johnson will be pinned by her father, Kirsty and Spencer Jensen. There are only so many words I can say to express my love and appreciation for everyone in my life that has been part of my journey. I would like to thank my family and friends for their unconditional love, support, and encouragement throughout this program. Above all, I am deeply thankful for my parents who were always there for me whenever I needed them. I am also profoundly grateful to my preceptor for her mentorship and helping me grow in confidence, compassion, and knowledge. Their kindness and love are what brought me here today. Alexandra Kennedy will be being pinned by her parents, Christopher and Christy Kennedy. I would like to thank my village for inspiring me every day to finish strong and keep pushing through. To my little boy, you are my reason and my why. I am blessed to be surrounded by the best people and appreciate all the amazing support I received during this program. Morgan Nixon will be thanking by her husband, Andrew Nixon. I would like to thank my family, my husband, Andrew, and my girls, Aubrey and Adley, for helping me through this process the last 2 years and being patient with me. I would also like to thank my mom, Kelly, for helping us and being there when needed. I also need to thank Pam, Molly, for being there before exams and after when I needed to vent about how I felt. I did all of them. Lastly, I need to thank my cohort for helping one another and creating a bond that will always be remembered. Madison Lee Pimentel, Caitlin Guatemala, her daughter, Jody Rommel, and Sophia Suniga. To my sweet daughter, Sophia, you are my reason, my strength, my greatest inspiration. To my mom, thank you for being my rock, my cheerleader, and my constant source of love and encouragement. To my family and friends, thank you for lifting me up, cheering me on, and walking me through this path with me. To my mentors and teachers, your guidance, wisdom, and belief in me have shaped the nurse I am today. This journey wasn't easy, but with determination, love, and all of you by my side, I made it. We made it. Thank you for long to the bottom of my heart. Leanne Souza will be being hit by her husband, Miller Souza. I would like to thank my husband, Manny Jr., Macy, and my whole family for helping me survive nursing school, because thrive feels like a strong word for what actually happened. I would also like to thank my pharmacy family, from caffeine fuels, study sessions, and last-minute panic moments to clinical days when I questioned all my life choices. You were there reminding me to breathe, eat, and occasionally sleep. You listened to endless rants about exams and care plans without running away, which honestly deserves an award. I couldn't have made it through the chaos, stress, and emotional roller coaster without your support, humor, and patience. So thank you for being my lifeline, my cheerleader, and my unofficial nurse school survival kit. Lastly, I would like to give a shout out to the best cohort anyone could have ever asked for. Look, guys, we are here. We did it. Anissa Velasco will be paid by her parents, Wanstead and George Frontiers. As this journey comes to an end, I give my thanks to God and to my support system. These past 2 years have been a truly unique experience, and I am deeply grateful to everyone who has shown up for me along the way. I am beyond thankful for the opportunity to expand my role and to make a difference both in my home and beyond. Alyssa Wall will be painted by her husband and son, Anthony Wall and Brian Reyes. I'd like to thank my family, friends, classmates, and especially my husband and sons for their constant support, encouragement, and motivation throughout this journey. This achievement would not have been possible without my village. Thank you. Congratulations, graduates.
We will now start lighting the pact ceremony. I would like to invite our instructors to come up on the stage to begin lighting of the lamp.
Yes, please. Will all the nurses and others please stand? Look at the everyone fresh. Only the nurses. You cannot cheat. You have to go to the program. You know. The Florence Nightingale cage is in the program. Please turn it to that page, and we all go recite the pledge together. I pledge myself here before my God and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. Please repeat after me.
I pledge myself here before my God and in the rest of the system to practice my profession with integrity.
I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art.
I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art.
I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability.
I wholeheartedly emphasize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability.
I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care.
I devote myself to the healing, protection, and the welfare of those committed to my care.
I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the community in which I live and work.
I accept the duties to work for the improvement of health in the communities such as I live on the park.
I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and I would respect the privacy of medical information.
I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and I will respect the privacy of medical information.
I will act with compassion in ethical matters.
I will act with compassion in ethical matters.
I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance.
I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance.
I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today.
I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and then the significance of this pledge that I take today.
Congratulations, graduates. Welcome to the profession of nursing. Is this fine, folks? This fine? No? Let's see if I can turn it on. Is it on? You can hear me? Yes. Okay. Now this part, I have to face the students, so this is my last message for them. This is a closing remark, and it's my message to my students. Graduates, I want to send you off by wishing you the best of luck in your apex. Now it is time to reward yourself for all the hard work you have done within these last few years. I want you to embrace your family for their support, and I want you to devote yourself to the community who's waiting for your contribution. And I know you don't want to hear this part, but I'm going to say it anyway. Your journey of learning has just begun. Nursing is an ever-changing profession. Continue your education and contribution to the profession of nursing. If you could do this, you can do anything. Best of luck in your nursing career. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, guests of honors. Thank you for coming. This concludes our ceremony. Please wait till the graduate walk out again back to the lobby, and you're welcome to go out and take pictures with them. Have a good evening.
Up through the stony ground, there's no room, no space to rent in this town.